Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. In our last video, we took on the Pokemon League and managed to defeat Cynthia on our first go. Yeah, and I'm gonna admit that was kind of a bit of a Hail Mary there when I was battling her Garchomp. But thankfully Gardevoir was able to hang in there and deliver one last Moonblast, thus netting us the win and allowing us to enter the Pokemon League Hall of Fame. So now we're going to be continuing on with our playthrough, and as we do, remember as always to show your support for the channel by hitting that like button, commenting, and subscribing. Multi-Griffin, Barry came looking for you a little while ago. I don't know what it was about, but he said he was shouting about you needing to get on a ship at Snowpoint City. You know how impatient he is. He was gone before I could ask. Anyway, how's it going, kid? Is that project with Professor Rowan coming along? Yeah, I'd say it's coming along pretty nicely. How many Pokemon have we registered? Okay, we've seen 147 Pokemon and caught 123 of them. I wonder what Pokemon we're missing. I know I still have to go and take a look at each of the lake Pokemon, but oh yeah, and I also need to head to Celestic Town to talk to the Elder about the book that has has an entry on Dialga, the box legendary for Pokemon Brilliant Diamond. But we'll go ahead and head over this way and start things off by meeting up with Mesprit. Yeah, there she is. Kyaun! Mesprit flew off somewhere. And thus begins the roaming encounters. Multi-Griffin, that was Mesprit, wasn't it? You've accomplished what I asked you to do at the Canalave Library. I asked you to get data on the Pokemon of the lake, and you did. But it didn't provide any answers about the mysteries of evolution. I still don't know why some Pokemon evolve and others don't. Ultimately, it only deepens the mystery. But having mysteries to solve, that adds to my enjoyment. Multi-Griffin, why don't you chase after Mesprit? To me, it seemed as if it wanted to play with you. If you were to use the marking map app on your Pokédex, you'd be able to track the movements of a Pokemon. Go on, Multi-Griffin. I'm sure that will keep meeting countless Pokemon and people. Those encounters will keep thrilling you in their own special ways. I hope you'll enjoy that experience. Take care, Multi-Griffin. Yeah, thanks, Professor. Yeah, but now we've got to go and check out Lake Verity, Lake Acuity, and Lake Valor. Yeah, but first I'm going to Celestic Town. Yeah, and you can bet that the lake Pokemon are not going to be easy to catch. I'll tell you that much. Okay, where's the Elder's house? I think it might be this one. When that Pokemon was born, intelligence bloomed among us, enriching our lives. When that Pokemon was born, emotions bloomed among us, giving joy and sorrow. When that Pokemon was born, willpower bloomed among us, spurring us into action. Okay, that explains all the different Lake Guardians. Well, hello, you look well. I did some research of my own since that spot of trouble last time. Aunt Coronet acting up had me very concerned, too. Well, this is what I found in the shrine. A book. It's quite old. See for yourself. Yep, and there's Dialga. It reads, Dialga, the guardian Pokemon of time. It seems that there were two Pokemon in ancient Sinnoh. They respectively stood as symbols of time and spatial dimensions. Alright, and that covers Dialga. And it'll take us a bit longer to get over to Valor Lakefront than to Lake Valor than it will to Lake Acuity. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and try and catch both Azelf and Uxie if I'm able to. Because I do definitely want to try and complete the Pokédex as much as I can. Alright, here we are in Lake Valor. Alright, now let's head into the island here and talk to Azelf. But first, I'm gonna go ahead and save. Kyun? Yeah, here's hoping I can catch it in just one quick ball. Alright. Damn! Yeah, Azelf is not going to be easy to catch, given that it is a legendary Pokemon. Alright, let's go for Metal Claw. Alright, and since we're in a cave, I can use Dusk Balls to at least try to make the catch more bearable. Just wish I had a Pokemon that could use False Swipe. That's at least high enough a level. I've noticed that the Quick Balls, or the Dusk Balls we're throwing are getting one more shake. Okay, never mind. I was going to say that they were shaking a bit more with each throw we did, but apparently that's not the case. Those last two times were just flukes. Alright, since we've got 20 levels over Azelf, let's try an S-Ball, and that did not work. Of course it wouldn't, because why would it? Yeah, I might need to go and try and find myself some timer balls so I can have something of an easier time with catching Azelf, or Uxie. Oh wait, I do have timer balls. Shows how much I've been paying attention. Yeah, let's go with Gardevoir. Hopefully Psychic will keep it from knocking out Azelf. And... oh, damn, I forgot about Imprison. With all those nasty plots that it was using, Azelf is strong enough to deal some sizable damage to Gardevoir. Damn it! Alright, I should have one Pokemon that... I guess Lucario is gonna have to do. Hopefully Horosphere will keep from knocking out Azelf. Oh. Damn it! Oh well. If I decide to do... well, if I decide to come back and catch it outside of recording, I'll probably do that then. Because I really need to see the Pokemon in order to register them to the Pokédex. Or to register as I've seen them. Alright, here's a cutie lakefront. I don't need a Medicham. And there's Uxie. Once again, save. Kyun. Alright, Uxie, let's try to make this easy on me. Just get in the quick ball on the first go. Okay, or don't. I guess that works just as fine. Okay, and that was a critical hit right there. Meaning if I can land one non-critical hit, I should be able to get Uxie weak enough so that I can have an easier time with catching it. Only one rock. Dude. 2, 3. Damn it! Yeah, all the lake Pokemon seem to have a knack for buffing up their stats before coming in with moves like Extra Sensory and Imprison. In Uxie's case, it used Amnesia to boost special defense. 1, 2. Okay, now let's try and give this another go. Come on, Uxie! Let me catch you! I mean, is that really too much to ask for? One, 2, 3. Damn it! One, 2, 3. Ah, finally! Well, at least Uxie was kind enough to cooperate. Alright, and with Uxie safely captured, we've got 51 Pokemon spotted, so before we go and meet up with Barry, I'm gonna do some quick errands around Sanjin Town. Yeah, I'm on my way to do that now. Dawn? Oh, here comes Professor Oak! Yeah, let me tell you, completing this, seeing every Pokemon in the Sinnoh Pokédex was not an easy task for us, let me tell ya. Alright, and Professor Oak's upgraded our Pokédex with the National mode. Ramanis Park. Yeah, I think we're gonna... Yeah, we'll head up there next, once we're done talking with Rowan. Yeah, now we got the Poke Radar. Yeah, now that we've got the Pokemon Radar, we'll be able to catch plenty of new Pokemon around the Sinnoh region. Oh, and here comes Rourke. Hi there, it's been a while. When I heard that you've defeated the Elite Four and entered the Hall of Fame, I rushed straight here to congratulate you. I mean it, great job! All the other gym leaders are really happy for you too. But you know, we gym leaders aren't going to take this lying down. Losing to you was rough on all of us, yet we still have our pride as Sinnoh's 8 gym leaders. Now we're all determined to beat you this time. So if you don't mind, could you give us all another chance with a Pokemon battle? We'll be waiting for you at each of our own gyms. You know where to find me, Oreburgh Gym. Alright, so now we've got the opportunity to take on all the gym leaders around Sinnoh in rematches, and we can talk to Dawn's little sister here about mass outbreaks. Oh, hi, Multi Griffin. There was news on the TV saying there is a massive outbreak of Pokemon. That'd be great for filling up your Pokédex. Let me see. What did the news say now? Route 202. They said there was a whole bunch of Zigzagoon there. Multi Griffin, you have to hurry. I want you to do better than my sister Dawn. Yeah, lucky for us, Route 202 is not too far away. Yeah, and you can see Zigzagoon popping up in the overworld right there. Now let's nab us up a Zigzagoon. Then we'll go and check out Ramanas Park. After that, we'll go and meet up with Barry in Snowpoint City. Yeah, and the mass outbreaks that Dawn's sister talks about, they change daily, so I'll probably have to come back and talk with her each and every day if I wanna fill up the Pokédex some more. And I haven't been down here. Lately, so or at all during outside recording. So all the trainers here are going to be itching for a battle against us. So. Yeah, Void Swimmer Girl there. I probably should have sprayed myself with the repel. Okay, yeah, I'm definitely spraying myself with Propel now. Yeah, these water encounters are just being too demanding on my patience here. Oh yeah, and we can also get the lowdown on whatever mass outbreaks that are happening around Sinnoh from the little information nub there in the pause menu. Okay, and here's the bottled protein. And we gotta... And we'll have to take down this collector guy before we can actually reach Ramanas Park. Alright, here comes Sandstream, so... Yeah, Hippopotas is no match for us. Yeah, try coming at us with something other than Hippopotas there, buddy. Okay, and your entire team is nothing but Hippopotas. Alright, now that Ivan's taken care of, we can continue on to Romanus Park. I like how they included Romanus Island in Pokemon Legends Arceus. Ah, Multi-Griffin, this is it. This is Romanus Park. This place has a special connection with regions around the world, such as Kanto and Hoenn. It's also connected to the Grand Underground. Exploring down there might reveal new treasures. New discoveries lead to interesting encounters. Remember that. It's good to see that you've come to join us for a visit. Let me make a gift of this chain counter for your Pokétch. Alright, a chain counter. I plan to be in Eterna City for some time. Being there, I should make the best of my time studying the Pokemon of the Sinnoh region. Yeah, you do that, Professor. Alright, and if we talk to these ladies here, they'll give us some slates that we'll need to encounter the Pokemon around the here in Romanus Park. Alright. I'm gonna try and stock up on all the items I can. Now, let's take a look around Romanus Park. Alright, here's the Discovery Room, where we're gonna need those Discovery Slates. Now, if those dots on those slabs there aren't enough of an indication, this is where we can encounter all the Regis from the Ruby and Sapphire games. Alright, the Kanto Room. I think this is where we can encounter the legendary bird Pokemon. Here's the Tectonic Room. Yeah, no doubt we're gonna need a slate to encounter Groudon. Yeah, just look at how huge that pedestal is. Yeah, I kind of like Romanus Park because it gives us an opportunity to add all three of the legendary Titan Pokemon, Regirock, Regice, and Registeel, to our teams. Yeah, granted that their catch rates suck. The Oceanic Room. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is where we can encounter Kyogre. Of course, we can't do much of anything with these rooms because we don't have any slates. And without slates, we can't do any encounters. So I'll have to go down and to the underground and dig some of those mysterious shards up. All right, the Squall Room. I'm pretty sure this is This room is for encountering Lugia. What was in this room? Oh, the Kanto room. Okay, so what's in here, I wonder? Ah, the Soul Room. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that this is for, Latias and Latios. The Genome Room. Yeah, this is definitely for Mewtwo. Okay, I guess I can't go any further that way, so... Whoop. Whoop, almost missed a room here. Stratospheric room. Yeah, this is definitely for Rayquaza. Yeah, that drives me crazy how there are people out there who mispronounce Rayquaza's name as Rayquaza, even after it's been declared that the proper way to pronounce it is Rayquaza. Yeah, there's not much we can do in the underground, so I guess now it's, or I guess there's nothing to do much in the park there. So I guess it's off to Snow Point City to check in with Barry. And here's the ship that he must have been talking about. Yeah, we can take this boat here from Snow Point City to head over to the battle zone. And now we've arrived at the fight area. Oh, hey, Multi-Griffin. What took you so long? I'm finding you 100 million Poké Dollars. Listen up. I'm gonna become the greatest trainer ever. That's why I'm here. To toughen myself up to toughen up myself and my Pokemon. Heh, sorry, I couldn't help overhearing that. But the greatest trainer ever? That's gonna be really tough because you're talking about me. To prove it, I'm going to the volcano right now. You look puzzled. You really don't know anything, do you? Alright, I'll tell you. This is the battle zone, okay? At its far end is a volcano, and deep inside that volcano, there's supposed to be a treasure. So, what's the big deal? If I find the treasure first, that'll make me the greatest trainer ever. Then that's what I'll do, Multi-Griffin, and you too, stranger. That treasure is mine, but before that, I'm going to the battle tower. See ya! That guy just can't stay put, can he? Anyways, howdy, I'm Buck. And if that punk thinks he can beat me, he's got another thing coming. So do you know that zippity-dippity trainer? Zippity-dippity. Should chase after that guy and tell him not to underestimate the volcano. Oh, but you know what? You'd better shapen up at the battle tower first. I don't like your chances of getting to that volcano otherwise. Be seeing you. Yeah, I wouldn't underestimate myself. I wouldn't underestimate me, Buck, because we're pretty strong ourselves. Uh-huh. Nothing's so super duper as a super rod. Wouldn't you agree? Uh-huh. Super duper minds think alike. Take this super rod, uh-huh. Yeah, we'll gladly take it. Uh-huh. Try your luck at fishing wherever there's water. Yeah, we'll do that. Yeah, no doubt that the Super Rod is going to come in handy, especially with encountering particularly rare water Pokemon like Quillfish over on Iron Island, or finding Dratini up in that waterfall cave in Mount Coronet. Alright, now let's take a look around here. Okay. Yeah, I kind of blew all my money on the... over at Raminas Park. Yeah, I'm gonna keep my armor fossils, so... Welcome to the Battle Park. It's your first time, isn't it? Please step this way. Since this is your first visit, you need to be given a point card. Point cards are used only in the Battle Park. Here you go. Okay, and we got the point card. If you need information on the point card, please talk to the receptionist next to me. I'm the one you need to ask if you need information on the facilities here at the Battle Park. For information on the battle rules used at the Battle Park, please ask the receptionist across from me. Good luck. Yeah, thanks for that. Yeah, now let's have ourselves a little look around. Okay, we got ourselves a Razor Fang. Now if I can find myself a Gligar, I can evolve it into Gliscor at nighttime. And here's where we can go to exchange the points we earned at the battle tower for prizes. And as you can see, we're going to need a lot of points for certain TMs. Okay. All right, and we can get some more lucky eggs with 77 battle points per egg. And there's some evolution items. Alright, I think that should do it, so now to go catch up with Barry. Who are you? Oh, it's Palmer. What the? Whoops, sorry about that. I was in a rush. Wait a second, aren't you? You're a Multi-Griffin from Twin Leaf? Wow, that brings back memories. So if you're here, he can't be far behind. This should be fun. See ya! Yeah, and here comes Barry. What the? Oh, hey, Multi-Griffin. You came to the Battle Tower too, huh? I decided to see how I measure up before going to Stark Mountain. But that guy you were just talking to, nah, it's alright. I got here on my own power. It won't take long before I see him. See ya, Multi-Griffin. I'm gonna toughen up here. Yep, and there's the Battle Tower. I'll probably do some challenges there to rack up some battle points, as well as heading down to the Sinnoh Grand Underground to grind up for some mysterious shards for the plates for the slates that we're gonna need at Raminas Park. But that'll have to wait until next time, because I think I'm gonna go ahead and call it here. Thanks so much for watching, you guys. And remember, as always, to show your support for the channel by hitting that like button, commenting, and subscribing. And until next time, peace out.